Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Smith in the library, and I am here to show you a few more tips and tricks to use in Google Classroom and Google Calendar to help organize your life. So the first thing I just want to point out is here on the Google Classroom main page are all of my classes. Most of them are pretend. Please notice that within each box or each classroom cube here, you will see the assignments that are coming up. That are going to be due today or in the future if your teacher has assigned a due date to them. So it's really important to know that if your teacher does not assign a due date, you're not going to see them up here on this main card cube. I don't know what you want to call it for your classroom. I'm sure there's a specific name. The next thing is this to-do list. So here, what Google Classroom does is it populates, it makes a list of all of the things that are going to be due this week, next week, and later in the future from all of your classes. And if you wanted to just select one class to see what was coming due, you can do that here as well. So you would just select it and see what's coming up. And the next tab says missing. This is the work that is missing from this week, from last week, and from earlier in the year. Man, I got some catching up to do. You again can see all of your classes listed here, or you can select just one class to narrow down what that work was for that specific class that you are missing. And then done, of course, is going to be the work that you have handed in. And here I have that selected to personal finance. That's all my classes. Next, we're going to come down to where it says calendar, and you're going to notice on the calendar within Google Classroom, you can see all of your assignments that are coming up. Again, it only appears on here if your teacher has provided a due date. This will color coordinate with the names of your classes that have been assigned here. Again, you can select just one class from this drop-down menu just to see what's happening this week, and then you can navigate through the future weeks as well, or go back in time too. You can click directly on the assignment here, and it will take you to the assignment for you to complete right in Google Classroom. So that's how to kind of stay organized in Google Classroom. If you're going to be using Google Calendar, what you can do here, and you might choose to use both, is under Other Calendars, you'll see your classes. Make sure you don't have any selected from last year. You can go ahead and get rid of anything from the past by just saying hide from this list. And you wouldn't see it anyway unless you've actually selected by checking that class. So you can change the color here if that helps you stay organized. You can also select settings. And within settings, what you may want to do is to receive email notifications maybe a week before an assignment is due. So 1 week. Maybe 3 days before an assignment is due. And so you can continue adding as many notifications as you want so that you will see and be reminded that you have work coming up. I always choose the email option. You may want to also have an email sent for new events that are added or changed events, and those would be your assignments. Okay, so let's just go back. All right, so how do I get email notifications again? You're going to come to your Google Calendar, which you can get to through your waffle. You're going to select the class, choose the snowman dots, go to settings, and then you would set up your notifications here. And you can add as many notifications as you want. Again, you may also want to set up all-day event notifications as well. Once you've done this for one class, you would have to do it for your other classes as well. So you decide if that is something that could be helpful to you. Now, something else you are going to want to know how to do is in your main calendar. Okay, so I've called my name here as LHS student. You're going to add an event. So I am going to add an event because I have a meeting with my guidance counselor. And it's going to be on November 16th, and I'm going to add a time. So I'm meeting with her at 12:15 on Monday, November 16th. It is not an all-day event. It does not repeat. You do want to make sure that you have it on your main calendar because you can see, oops, not that one. Sometimes there are multiple calendars here to choose from. Luckily, I don't have multiple ones right there. Under more options, this is where I can say, oops, I want to be emailed. I want to be notified so many minutes before or how many days before my meeting so that I remember to get there. Just always make sure you save it. If you have questions or comments, feel free to reach out and email me. Thanks.